Good evening. I'm Jessica Moore.
And I'm Alan Devlin. Thank you for being here with us. The mayor making that announcement this afternoon on social media, ending weeks of speculation about his long shot bid, only polling in the single digits.
The move comes with just 37 days until the election. And now that leaves us with three major candidates: frontrunner Zoran Mamdani, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, and Republican Curtis Sliwa. Tonight, New Yorkers are reacting to the news with a mix of surprise and resignation. We have team coverage. Lisa Rosner is talking to voters, including those who wanted Adams to keep fighting. But we want to, of course, begin with Marcia Kramer. Marcia.
Well, Jessica and Alan, Mayor Adams says he dropped out of the race because of a confluence of events, including the fact that he didn't have the money to run what he called a serious campaign because he was denied public matching funds. But he left the race with a dire warning about the Democratic Socialist frontrunner, even though he never mentioned Zoran Mamdani by name.
Too often, insidious forces use local government to advance divisive agendas with little regard for how it hurts everyday New Yorkers. Major change is welcome and necessary, but beware of those who claim the answer to destroy the very system we built together over generations. That is not change, that is chaos.
Eric Adams abandoned his bid for re-election with a warning to those New Yorkers who seem poised to support Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani. He never named him, but then he didn't have to. Of the three major candidates left in the race, he is the only one who fits his argument. Andrew Cuomo is a moderate Democrat, and Curtis Sliwa is a Republican.
I urge New Yorkers to choose leaders not by what they promise, but by what they have delivered.
Adams' decision to fold his political tents was based in the reality that he couldn't win. No money, public support in the single digits, the decision by Donald Trump to make his corruption indictments disappear. But it set off an intense battle of name-calling among the three remaining men. Andrew Cuomo trying to make it seem like it's a two-person race between him and Mamdani. He echoed Eric Adams.
If Mr. Mamdani were to succeed, New York would not be New York. The intolerance that Mr. Mamdani represents, the judgmentalism, the division that he causes among the people in New York, the city would be splintered.
Mamdani unconcerned about Cuomo's challenge.
Look, I can tell you that Andrew Cuomo wanted me to be his opponent in the primary, and we beat him by 13 points. And so I continue to be confident of our chances on November 4th to deliver a city that actually puts working people first and not one that has been led into this crisis by people just like Andrew Cuomo.
Curtis Sliwa also wants a two-man race, but with a big difference.
It's Zoran Mamdani versus Curtis Sliwa. Cuomo had his shot, he lost. So clear the field. It's law and order, Curtis Sliwa versus turn the criminals loose, Zoran Mamdani. 37 days to go. Let's get it on.
Now, Mayor Adams seems set on spending the next 3 months showing people how much he has accomplished. Everything from public safety and reduced murder rates to building more affordable housing and improved school test scores, guys.
He did accomplish significant measures during his time in office. How did we get here, Marcia, to a place where the Democratic incumbent mayor says, I just can't do it? Was it the corruption? Was it his ties to President Trump? Which one do you think was more detrimental?
Well, I think the truth was that because the Campaign Finance Board denied him public matching funds because of the corruption scandal, because it had to do with straw donors making contributions, that really put a crimp in his style, and it was unable to really mount a serious campaign.
And another big component of this entire race has been Adams' decision to step out, how that would impact the remaining candidates. Does Adams pulling out, is it going to have the impact that maybe Cuomo and Zoran are saying it might on Zoran's chances to win?
Well, I think it's going to depend on what happens tomorrow and the day after and the day after. If the people who do not want Zoran Mamdani to win can marshal behind one or the other of the two candidates, it can have an effect. You have to ask yourself this question. Is Mamdani getting over 50% right now? The answer is no. He's still polling in the 40% range. So that says that there's more than 50% who don't want him. The question is whether they can pick one person or it's split between two people and then he wins.
In 37 days from now, we will have our answer. Marcia Kramer, thank you so much. Thank you. And despite dropping out of the race, Mayor Adams' name will remain on the ballot alongside other candidates because the deadline has passed to actually remove his name from the ballot. The same goes for Jim Walden, who already suspended his campaign.
Governor Hochul reflected on her work with the mayor today. She released a statement saying, in part, for the last 4 years, I've been proud to work with Mayor Adams to make New York City safer, stronger, and more affordable. During that time, we have delivered much-needed housing for New Yorkers, including the passage of the mayor's visionary City of Yes plan. He leaves New York City better than he inherited it, and that will always be central to his legacy as mayor.
Now, over the last few months, Mayor Adams had repeatedly said that he had no intention of dropping out of this race. Take a listen.
I'm running for re-election.
My legacy is locked in. No one is going to be able to do a college course and say, was that a great mayor? I'm going to be up there with the LaGuardias.
So are you going to campaign to the end of the cycle?
Yes, I'm going to keep going.
People were clear in 2021, and they're clear now. You can't beat Eric at the polls.
But today, the mayor blamed unfortunate events surrounding his federal case as a main reason for not continuing his campaign. So where exactly do the people who backed him go now? Lisa Rosner spoke to voters and a political expert.
Outside Brooklyn Borough Hall, where Mayor Adams spent nearly a decade building his political career, opinions are mixed after news broke that he was dropping out of the race.
To be honest with you, I don't really care for him being mayor again because I didn't like how he handled the illegal immigration situation.
I'm curious what he got for it. I don't really want him to go. But I feel like he did a good job in his term. A lot of opportunities opened up for jobs. The streets are safer. There's police in every station.
As he announced he was dropping his bid for re-election, Adams touted those reforms but said the reasons for not continuing were related to the federal charges against him and the Campaign Finance Board's decision to withhold millions of dollars from his campaign. Political expert J.C. Polanco weighs in.
You can't really function if you don't have the money to put your message out to counter the narrative.
How did we get to this point where Mayor Adams is dropping out?
He made some serious mistakes. Some serious managerial mistakes. He surrounded himself with the wrong people. He wanted to keep it real. He wanted to make sure that everyone knew who was the boss and was loyal to a fault. You know, then you have the indictment and the agreement to accept President Trump's support. That was the kiss of death.
One of the many questions now, where do the voters go that were supporting Adams?
But for right now, I'm still researching.
We had better options the last time around.
I'm going to be supporting Mamdani. First of all, he's the Democratic nominee, and I don't particularly like anyone that's running against him.
Voters have 36 days left to decide. Lisa Rosner, CBS News, New York.
And stay with CBS News New York for the latest updates on the mayoral election. To see all of our reporting on the race, head to cbsnewyork.com.